So first we're going to set up our drone.
Okay, so here I have the Phantom 3 Professional, and today we're going to put it together and see how it works, and then at the end we're going to fly it. So here we have the drone, the controller, 2 batteries. In this little black bag we have the fins that go on the drone, so I'll take those out. There's 2 pairs of them in case they break. And then we have the charger for the battery in the drone and in the controller. So first with the controller, this is bent down, so we're just going to flip it up. And then this is where the iPad goes. We're going to take these out and point them like this. You want the flat side facing the drone when you're flying it, so we're just going to leave them like this right now. First thing we're going to do is put one of the batteries in the drone. They're both charged, so it doesn't really matter which one we do. So the battery goes in this slot right here. Just slides in. There we go. And we can see if it's fully charged by pressing it twice. All 4 green lights, and it beeped, so that's good. We can just turn it off with 2 clicks again. And then same thing with the controller, we're gonna make sure it's charged. We're gonna hit the power button. Same thing, once, twice. This one's about 75% charged. Not all the lights are lighting up, one of them's blinking. Just gonna turn it back off. Okay, next we're gonna put the rotor blades on the drone. So you can see how there's gray ones and there's black ones. In the tips of the drone, there's also gray and black where the rotors go. So we're gonna match the colors with which colors are on the blades. So the black ones go over here, and you spin them on. You wanna make sure you're holding down this gray part when you spin them on, make sure they're tight, because you don't want them coming off in flight. And then here's a gray one. The gray ones go over here. The reason they're different colors is because they spin in opposite directions. So the blades are they're the opposite of each other, the colored ones. Here's another gray one. And hold that down and turn it on. Then another black one. And make sure that's tight. Okay. So we have another battery here that's fully charged if we need it. But this is the charger. It has 2 ports here. This is the one that goes on the controller, and this is the one that plugs into the drone. So for the controller, it plugs in on the side, right here. This opens up, and this goes just in like that. For the battery, the other port, it's kind of like a Y shaped. The other one, you take the cap off, and it just slides on to there, just like that. And then it goes into a wall outlet or something. It doesn't take very long to charge. But you shouldn't charge both of them at the same time. DJI recommends not doing that. Okay, and then also with the controller, so you can use an iPad or a phone. Most people use iPads. So here's an iPad here. To make this longer, you press this button here. It adjusts to like whatever size you need it, if it's like a pretty big iPad or a phone or a smaller iPad. Then we're going to put the iPad in like this, and then tighten it on it. And then you're going to use a standard cord, USB cord that plugs into the end of the iPad. So this end goes in here, and then the USB port plugs in to the controller as well. Okay, so there's these 2 control sticks right here. This one on the left, when you push it forward, the drone will go straight up, and the drone will go straight down. And left and right is this pivot. So the drone will just stay in place, but it'll pivot around the spot where it's at. This one on the right side is drone will be forward, backwards, left, and right. So the drone will actually move to the right, move to the left, but it'll be facing the same position. This one over here changes the facing point of the drone. So it'll pivot to the right or it'll pivot to the left. Now we also have these 2 buttons down here. This one's the power button, as I explained before. You push it once and then a long one. This is the return to home button. So if you lose control of the drone or the battery's getting really low, you push this button and the drone will automatically come back to you and land at the spot where you lifted off from. When the battery is really low, the drone will automatically return to home. If it gets too low to actually, like at that point where it'll like just run out of battery, before it gets to that point, the drone will come back to you automatically and land at a spot. And on this side, this one is the one that controls camera. So if you want the camera to rotate up or rotate down, you want to use this. So this will rotate up and this will rotate down.
Now we're going to register our drone. You're going to go to a website, FAA website to register your drone. You're going to set up a profile, put your name, address, stuff in like that. You're going to agree to these safety features. It's going to cost $5 to register your drone. Then you get a registration number and a registration certificate, which is what you're going to use to put on the top or the bottom of your drone to make it legal for you to fly.
We're going to tape the registration certificate onto the drone so we're legal to fly now. So I'm going to cut it out. Okay, and we're going to tape it to the underside of the drone. So I'm just going to take a piece of tape. We'll just tape it to the top. Just tape the registration certificate onto the drone. It just needs to be visible, so it doesn't matter where you tape it. There we go, it won't come off or anything. Okay, now we're legal to fly the drone.
Next, we're going to check the airspace around us to make sure we're legal to fly in that respect. You're going to download a Before You Fly app by the FAA. It's going to tell you if you're located within 5 miles of an airport, and that would mean you're not legal to fly, and you have to contact them first. It'll take you through all these hospitals that have heliports, or Ohio State University Airport, Columbus Airport, things like that have airports. Also in the DJI app, you can go on the page and they'll put red circles around places you're not allowed to fly. Here's a form that you fill out if you want to be able to fly in the 5-mile radius of an airport. It's just a UAHS agreement with that airport. And now we're going to go fly our drone. You're going to click on the DJI app. This is the home page. And you're going to select the type of drone you have. So Phantom 3 Professional is what I have.
The first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn everything on. So first we're going to turn the controller on. Here's the power button right here. We're going to do 2 clicks, one short one, one long one. We heard the beep there. Same thing with the drone, a short and then a long click on the power button. We're going to hear a beep. Okay, so we're all good. The camera got all ready. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the DJI app, which you can download from the App Store. You need it to be able to fly the drone. Okay, so on here it says it's safe to fly. So we're gonna go ahead and just hit the takeoff button. What that's gonna do is that's gonna just hover at about 1 to 2 meters above the surface of where it's at. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that.
After we're done flying our drone, then we're going to go back in the DJI app and look at all the videos and photos that we took and recorded during the flight.